Today is day 3, December 2023. It's pretty hot today, kind of. Even at the air conditioner, we are kind of sweating and we no exercise. So, we will have something here quite simple. We are launching something new, which is indeed something not created by me but by the PMBOK as the Project Management Institute. We consider that we have the very first project, which was named the Voice Shapers, and then we will have, as part of the communication process, the listen, hear, listen and hear, something like this. Is about listen. Here we have our communication process. Right? And the idea of this thing is observe that in the past we had some projects, especially considering the new tracer by Quadrant Tracer, which carries and indeed exposes the offenders in areas very specific and with a special misuse of power. And this allowed to collect this kind of information. And this crosscut here showed 200 as an entire architecture with limit 0 up to 200 with 197 declared format. And the idea here is that the quantification we have as quantifying reality by measure indeed goes in something in Audit named Holy Play. And I want someone to play my role, I would say. I'm 10 years at this craft. We will have the quantification here and observe that the regression currently financial survival strategy against the architecture's 200 even not declared 197 plus 3 allowed me to get traced by this new instrument at specific quadrants, which are institutions or buildings that are indeed representing the concrete architecture that do the decision and power. We could have this. If it had a failure, go inside. If it's inside, has a reason to get in, and no excuse to remains. The institution all failure. Simple to prove. We observe that the Voice Shapers as a project indeed has two movements, I would say. The first one is the security, the second one commercial, but things separated. Because in the past, the commercial thing inside the area that should them do the commerce of things made create a problem. The idea as commercial thing, we can change the pattern as oscillation of your voice, for instance, using specific types of elements, stimulation, therapy, or whatever. It's part of the business. But also helps to understand that the players as offender not listed at the institution that indeed are part of this dialogue that he carried to the offenders traced by information collected and compared, quantified by a binary and objective codification, allowed me to hear them all inside the embassies, carrying the interest at this portfolio and projects, considering the idea quite simple. Inside the grid, I would say, or the rational architecture, you probably will have a lot of things, even some are for real, others stimulations. To check the behavior as institutional decision, indeed doing and confirming everything we have. It's the rational architecture. At the board, we observe that the deep web and fake records allow in the past, for instance, be at the semi-automatic ground environment or your internal space and do not got traced and has sometimes serious incidents like an airplane crash or whatever, or even the continuous interaction by criminals inside the institution currently proven 2 minutes ago or 15 seconds ago. And now the SAGE, a semi-automatic ground environment, will have risks, of course, during, for instance, the hearing procedure, a semi-automatic ground environment, but also rewards. It's not a payment, it's something by merit, something you conquered. You had the fire in your soul and the thunder in your heart. So you will move intentionally and with kind of no hesitation because you believe at the goal and the things you are carrying or representing. The element to trace and identify this kind of notation we need in any serious organization is the rational architecture, but also an instrument for security. Considering the events on Europe 2024, America and peers 2028, you know, copying Asia 2022, 2002, and we observe that all situations at the board are allowed and ready to be declared guilty, kicked from obstruction of justice, because they covered all workflow as listed on institution by the fake records made only by them, traced at quadrant by checks, currently in use, but the use is a misuse for criminal purpose, right? One tip that I would give, if allowed, you, if you accept, for instance, we are offering this, run this game, I would say, I really consider that you must preserve yourself in any situation, like the things we made, not putting your soul and your essence as a commercial thing, because for sure will be shredded, especially if you go out of the interval such as security, right? Have a great week.